And here we are again. Did you miss me? I missed you guys. So we are working now on trying to take years of tape off of a tube, and I am losing the battle quickly. Yeah, almost not worth it. The tape comes off in itty bitty tiny pieces, and it's going to take me a week to get all the tape off this tube without a knife. So the X-Acto comes to the rescue. Oh boy. Nice shiny coins. So we start 1956D. A sweet looking roll here. So far anyway. And coin number 1 goes to Carl. Straight up pretty roll here. Let's see what we get for coin number 1. Now 56D is not one that we are expectant to finding anything really good on the reverse. We're going to hope for it, but we never expect it. Okay, so this one's got die scratches, old die scratches running from the vest up through the 1 and the 9 of the date. Okay, so that one's a nothing. Gonna move on to coin number 2 now. Coin number 2 is for Adam, and coin number 2 is the same die. Same die pair, still a nice looking coin. Number 3, Yeoman. Like a minor possible split lower serif, but it's still just not really enough to have any level of excitement over. Still the same die. A third example of the same die in the beginning of the roll. In fact, I think that other one, yeah, that second coin was a different die, actually. This one's the same as the first coin in the roll. Nice looking coins, though. Nice gemmy looking coins. Like the quality of this roll so far. Wanda comes up next. Coin number 4. Definitely a different die this time around. Very heavy die scratches in and around the 9 of the date, but nothing going on with the mint mark. No doubled I, no doubling in God We Trust, no doubling on Liberty, and nothing going on the reverse. Nothing I can see here. Coin number 5 now. Crispy. Crispy. Another one of the earlier dies that we've been getting. I do believe. Yep, same as coins number 1 and 3. This is going to be coin number 5, so it looks like every odd coin is coming up this die. 1, 3, 5. I'd like to break that streak with a nice RPM. Malcolm. Coin number 6 now. Yeah, we have ourselves another example of a duplicate die that we've seen. Okay, this one belongs to the second coin that we looked at. I know that because of that little curved die scratch coming off the C. I saw that on coin number 2. So this one's 2 and 6. 1, 3, 5, 2, and 6. Coin number 4 was a different die. Coin number 7 now. Mr. Fletcher. Well, Mr. Fletcher is going to end up with one of the dies that we've already seen. This one matches 2 and 6. So 2, 6, and 8. 2, 6, and 7. I'm sorry, we're on coin number 7. So it didn't match the 1, 3, 5 pattern. It matched the 2 and the 6 pattern. 2, 6, 7. I don't know why I'm doing this. I guess I'm showing off a little bit. Yeah, there's another one of, I think that's the 2, 6, 7 pattern. So this will be 2, 6, 7, 8. Or is it the other? Yep, 2, 6, 7, 8. You got a very weak, see, die scratch there coming off the C. We've got a very weak top of the N over here because of a clash that was eventually wiped off. So 2, 6, 7, 8. Coin number 9. Mr. Zolkowski. That's another one of our. This is a 1, 3, 5 pattern. 1, 3, 5, and 9. Yep, there we go. Our horizontal die scratch is coming off the bottom of the T of cent. Go back over to the obverse, look for a better obverse marker. There we go. Heavy die scratch off the inside of the 9. So this is 1, 3, 5, 9. So we have a 2, 6, 7, 8, a 1, 3, 5, 9, and a number 4. The number 4 is different from all the rest so far. There's one for Carl. This is the 2, 6, 7, 8, now 10. 2, 6, 7, 8, 10. And there's our curved little die scratch coming off the C. Number 11 now. Crispy. I'll stop. We know we have an original roll. There's a oh, 1, 3, 5, 9, 11. 2, 5, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? Chuck. So here's our little die scratches there. I don't know about that. But we have 1, 3, 5, 9, 11, 2, 6, 7, 8, 10, and number 4. Taco John. Up next. Hey, we repeat number 4 again. So we got 4 and 12. A fleek of metal out there on the outside edge of the coin. Not going to prove to be much of anything for us. But we've checked the reverses on all 4 of the known dies in this roll. How about number 13? Coin number 13 goes to Stephen. And Stephen, you know, this one is, I don't recognize it. Die 2, I think. Yeah, it is. No, this one's different, I think. Yeah, this one's different altogether. So yet another new one here. But we have nothing going on with this one. Hello, Sand Digger. Texting skills are lacking. Well, practice makes perfect. Coin number 14 now. 14 for Marshall. Hoping that we run into a die we haven't seen. This isn't one. This is our 2 pattern. Number 15, Mr. Fletcher. What do we do here? This is our 1 pattern. It's going to have horizontal die scratches next to the bottom of the T of cent. Right there. Well, penny hoarder. This is our 1 pattern again. Carl. There's our 4 pattern. So far we've only run into 4 different dies in this entire roll. We're almost halfway through the roll with 4 different dies. It is not highly unusual to find that. Here's Ant. It'd just be nice if all 4 of these dies happen to be double dies or RPMs. This is the 4 pattern again. So we finally found a few more of those. Adam? Four pattern again. It's got that heavy curved die scratch right in front of the 9. We're getting nowhere fast on this roll. Coin number 20, Mr. Fletcher. It is an original roll. It's just sometimes you don't get farther than the front door and get slammed on you. It's another 4 pattern coin. I'll make really quick work out of this particular roll. Get on to our next one. The next one's going to be a 1960D. It's a double end capped roll. This is a 1 pattern coin. So we got the 1 pattern, the 2 pattern, the 4 pattern, and then the oddball. The oddball for which I've only seen 1 coin in the roll so far. Steven? See, I think this one is the oddball. So it'd be a second coin. I'll check the reverse on this one just to see. It's the 2 pattern. Okay. It's the 2 pattern. So we still haven't found another one of the oddballs. Ant. 1 pattern. How about number 24? Carl? Anything different. Anything different. Here's a 4 pattern. Showing you how quickly a roll can be gone through thoroughly without any chance of missing anything. Another 4 pattern. This one for Eric. '26 now, Kelly Ray. There's another 4 pattern. 27 now. Malcolm. That's another 2 pattern. No, this might be a 1. Don't doubt yourself, Chuck. It's a 2 pattern. It is 2 pattern. See, Chuck? Hello, Canadian Roll Hunter. I got your registration. Let me go ahead and put you on Blue Name. And Anthony. Good day, Anthony. Well, the day's going great. I just wish the coins were a little bit better. We're not finding much of anything in these rolls. Well, this one anyway. There's a 4 pattern here. This one's turning out to be 4 different dies. 4 different die pairs through the entire roll. And nothing of those 4 die pairs has anything worth stopping for. They're all just 1956 D-Lincoln cents. Here's another 4 pattern. This one's a bit of a woody. A little bit of a, I guess, a little bit of a push on this is that it's a woody. That one's for Stanley. A little bit of toning on that one. Here's number 30. Number 30 now for Taco John. Two pattern here. Nothing special. 31 now. 31 for Carl. And Carl gets a 1 pattern. Carl wanted a 1 pattern ever since he was knee-high to a grasshopper. Wanted to get a 1 pattern 1956 D-Lincoln cent, and here we are fulfilling his dreams. All in one day. Next up, number 32 goes to Eric. Eric wants a 1 pattern, but he would prefer to have an RPM. So let's see what Eric gets. He gets a 2 pattern with a bit of a woody. Better than a sharp needle in the eye or a blunt stick in the face. But there's your 2 pattern right there. So Eric gets his 2 pattern. Kelly Ray wants to match him, I guess. And she does. 2 pattern for Kelly Ray. Well, I'm sorry, I'm kind of poking fun at this roll, but it's a pretty roll of coins. Don't get me wrong about that. It's a pretty and original roll of coins. Hey, look at this. There's something very different for you. So I was just going to say, it doesn't look like there's anything out of the ordinary coming out of this, but that is a spot in the eye and nothing on Liberty. Let's flip this one over. Gotta look at the reverse on this one. This one's got a bunch of squiggly, squirrely die scratches all around the date, and it's the first one of this die I've seen in this roll, and it happens to be coin number 34 out of the roll. But you can see there's a bunch of squiggly lines going all around in and around the date and mint mark. So we will easily be able to tell that we've run into this one again. They're not file marks, but more like a emery board, like a fingernail board. It's kind of what they use to remove, not remember, but to remove little itchy scratchies off the coins. Here's a 4 pattern again. Nothing on that one. That was for Wanda. Now coin number 36, back to Eric. Eric still wants his 1. He got it. There's a 1 pattern for Eric. Now Eric at least has a 1 pattern and a 2 pattern to remember this roll by. Right, yeah, sanding with emery boards to remove marks placed on there by clashing with the other die. Also struck through marks or anything like that that might have killed a little bit of the die. They try to extend the die's life and continue making coins with the design as intended by polishing off any marks or other stray things left behind. This one is the outlier. This is the one that was coin number 10. And I can't remember what day of the week the trash goes out. Coin number 38 now, Stephen. Stephen with coin number 38 gets a 1 pattern coin. So he, along with Eric, will have his wishes come true today, as we have a 1 pattern coin for each of them. Here's Taco John. Taco John wants an outlier because he likes to be different. But we're going to get him one. There it is right there. That's the outlier. That was the coin number 10 outlier, which was also coin number 35. And now coin number 39. And yes, I can remember which die all of the coins in the roll came from. I don't want to, it just happens. Here's Wanda, coin number 40. And coin number 40, that's an outlier there. That's a much nicer looking outlier than the others. Nonetheless, it has no extra value for being an outlier in the roll. It just is. What creates the woody pattern? The woody pattern is created by impurities in the copper billet or in the bronze billet or brass billet that they use to create the planchets from. It starts out as a billet that was created with little plugs of metal melted up and cooled out into an ingot tray. And then they roll it out and roll it out and roll it out, making it a little bit smaller. It's kind of like a wood planer, only it's a squeezer. And it squeezes a little thinner and a little thinner every time. And they end up with this really long strip of copper that they would feed through a machine and punch the blanks out of it. Well, if that copper has any oddity to its purity, like this one, so perhaps these streaks might be little streaks of pure zinc or perhaps some tin, they end up showing up in the planchets just like this. And then, of course, they're cut out, and then they're minted. And given that they're little discs of metal, they can go any direction they want to after they're cut. So the lines, the direction of the lines don't have anything to do with what it is. They can run any direction at all. But that's what it is. Impurities. Now, sometimes the pattern comes out a little bit different, like this. There's you a slightly different looking woody pattern on a 4 pattern coin. This is a die 4 coin. Some people collect these things as if they are very attractive. And some of them are. They come with a lot of rainbow colors, a lot of really nice looking color on them. Some people actually prefer the coins with a little impurity. Talk to Coin Dragon. Coin Dragon can give you a clue. Coin Dragon's working on a complete set of woodies. Each is to his own. I like them. I think they're nice. I like toners better than woodies. Toners are coins that just happen to have turned with whatever they were exposed to over a lengthy number of years. So 1 pattern coin again. And that turn over a lengthy period of years can be very attractive and very pretty looking. It's coin number 46 now. 46 is a 4-pattern coin with a woody. Nice little streaks running through the coin. Now these streaks are not scratches, they're not indentations, they're only difference in color of the metal. So being that different color in the metal, you can tell this is an original woody because the line is perfectly straight, has nothing to do with the design on the coin because it was there prior to punching the design into the coin. And they can run any direction, but they're always perfectly straight like this. And some people consider them much more desirable than the typical red shiny copper coin simply because they're different. And well, people like to be different. They like to have different, unusual, something that they haven't seen. There's another 4-pattern here. You got a woody and a proof set. That is a little bit unusual. Usually the planchets for the proof coins came out a little nicer or a little more pure. This is a 2-pattern with a burr scratch on it from the friction wheel. This came from the friction wheel of the coin counter. You can see right in here a little plug of extra rubber from the coin counter wheel, and a little bit right here and a little bit right in here. That comes from a coin counter. There's some packed in on the right side of the RTY of Liberty. And the last and final coin in the roll goes to Crispy. And Crispy will get... it's a 2-pattern. So we only had maybe 5 different dies. 5 different dies in this entire roll. Maybe 4 coins came from one die, 1 coin came from another die, and then we have 2 dies that share the balance of the roll. Probably rather equally, I'm thinking, about 20 coins per die. So none of it had anything to do with die varieties or errors. Just a normal 1956 D roll. Yet it was one in pretty nice condition. Most of the coins in this roll came out to be rather nice. So there we go. That's it for this one. I will be back in another 10 minutes to start the next one. And last one for the day. It will be a 1960 D large date roll. I think you will be pleasantly surprised, I hope, by its contents. Be back in about 10 minutes and we'll all find out together. See you then.